So you can ask me whatever.
Okay. All right, so I'm here with Jennifer. Jennifer, how old are you?
I am 45.
Are you originally from Arizona?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oregon.
And what brings you out here?
I moved here in 2017 because my best friend lived here, and she talked me into coming down here and checking it out. So that's why I originally came here.
And how's it been so far?
Since I've been in Arizona,
Yeah.
it has not been a good time for me since the beginning. So
why is that?
well, because when I got here, she wasn't completely honest about her situation, and so I ended up, not really having a place to stay. Arizona is a lot different than Oregon, so it's a lot bigger, and there's just a lot more. Anyway, I ended up catching a charge for something that it was really petty, but I ended up getting 2 years for it. So I went to prison for a year and got out, and I did really good, had a good job, and then the pandemic happened. I went back to Oregon for about 6 months and then came back down here to be with a person that I thought was, anyway, it didn't work out, so here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you doing prior to the pandemic?
I was working at Triton Technologies. I just worked a lot, and lived at a sober house. Yeah, and then I got back together with my ex, and the pandemic happened. Quit working. Kind of really have been kind of like, I don't know, haven't got back on track since that happened. So
And
completely.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
I'm not necessarily homeless. I have a home that I stay at. There's a lot of people that stay there and use drugs, and it's not really the ideal situation. So I'm waiting. I have a bed at a 3/4 sober house in a few days. So in Mesa. So I'm gonna go there. So and right now I'm like working, but it's under the table. So it's not like a secure, situation.
So you're staying at like a trap house or something?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was like an upper class. It's an upper class trap house, but yeah.
How is it there?
I mean, it's people in and out. It's people taking your stuff, in and out all times of the day and night. I just never feel like safe really sleeping there. But then I go out. A couple times I've stayed out all night because I just didn't want to go back there, and it's like, okay. Wasn't sure really which is better, staying out all night on the street or being there. So it's just not a good situation.
So it's dangerous?
I mean, I would say that, yeah, it could be. I mean, I've had my stuff stolen a few times. Nobody's tried to hurt me really. I've been really lucky. I've had some friends that have got robbed, and I've been pretty lucky as far as that goes. So.
And what do you do right now to survive?
Right now, I take care of an older gentleman who has, he's probably, I think he's like pushing 80. He's overweight. He has a lot of health problems. I found his ad on Craigslist, and 4 days a week I kind of live there. I don't really live there, but I just go over there. I clean up. I make sure that he has, I clean out his refrigerator. I make sure that he's got, it's just stuff to survive, like for, and until I come over the next time, and yeah, that's what I do.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah, he gives me $400 a week, so.
That's pretty good money.
Yeah.
Not bad. And what about substances? Do you mess with any substances?
So I'm on methadone, so I don't anymore really. I smoke pot. I drink occasionally, very rarely do I drink, but I smoke weed and I do my methadone, and yeah, that's about it right now. I mean,
what was the methadone prescribed for?
Oh, because I'm like a recovering heroin addict. I was on methadone. Let's see. I was actually clean for 2 years when I moved here in 2017, and then, I started using for a short time. And then I went to prison, got out, and started going down the wrong path. So I got on methadone, and for me, it really helps. Like I go to meetings and stuff when I'm doing it. When I decided to go back to Oregon, they transferred my methadone there, and I got there, and they wouldn't dose me, so I started using again, and then came here, and I'm kind of back on the right track as far as that goes. I just have to take that step and like go to that house and yeah.
Do you ever mess with the blues or not?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I tried them, and yeah, I had my, little affair with them for a while, but just, you know, when I got on the methadone, that helped and stuff. And it's just so bad. People are so bad on it. And
How long were you stuck on that?
oh, not very long. I started doing it like when I got back with my ex. Gosh, when was that? Right at the beginning of the pandemic, I started doing them. And then, let's see, I did them for, I don't know, I went back to Oregon. And when I got back to Oregon, it was like, they do them there too, but they're super hard to get. And they're like $15. And so I was like, it just kind of, you know, slowed me down a lot on those. And then I came back here, got on methadone, and I haven't really been doing them since then. So
it's not that widespread out there in Oregon right now?
No, it really is, like in Eugene. So I'm from Eugene. Eugene's a small town. I tripped out when I went back there because since the pandemic, like there's always been homeless people there, but now it's like times 10, like tents everywhere, and there's people. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of people doing them. They're just kind of harder to get.
Yeah.
They're not as abundant as they are here. Is he talking? Is he talking to himself, or is he? Yeah. You never know. You know, if people are talking to themselves or they have a. So yeah, but yeah, as far as like you doing interviews and stuff, like I'm thinking right now, like I know people, you know, that they probably have way more interesting stories than I do that you could. I have this girl that lives at the trap house. That her name's Bonita. Well, I don't know if that's her real name, but she was telling me her story the other day, and I was like, fuck, girl, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'll give you my information. So
I mean, that's up to you if you want to.
Contact with me.
Yeah. You seem like a cool guy. I mean, I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, just in case we have younger viewers and they're watching this interview.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give them if they're thinking about trying blues?
Do not even do it. Like, okay, so I was 23 the first time I did it, and I basically have been addicted until just like a couple of years ago. You know, I was just done, just tired of it. But it just took like everything. Like you can't, you're just tied to it. Like it's a job 24/7 trying to stay well, to get it, to, you know, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And there's no such thing as just like recreational use. Like you just don't do that. Like, so.
What about recreational blues?
Blues are like 10 times worse, I think. To me, it amazes me how fast like that has grown, and like this guy was telling me like that it reminds me of the crack epidemic, like in the 80s, like how, you know, I think like I don't know, I don't really remember that. I was younger and I wasn't really into that stuff then. So, but there's so many young people out here, and it's just so sad. It's just really sad.
Yeah,
like,
I get interviews with them on the daily.
Yeah, girls that are like, oh my gosh, they could be so beautiful and so young, and they're like, you know, they're with like, you know, 45-year-old guys that are out here doing nothing, like really, like just nothing, sitting on the street with a fucking sweatshirt over your head, you know, like, we can see you, we know what you're doing. It's just sad. I don't know, just it hurts my heart because I have a son and a daughter, and my daughter is like an angel. She doesn't do anything. My son's in prison. He's been there since he's 18, and he doesn't get out till 2026. And
why is your son locked up?
He got a whole bunch of commercial burglary charges, but it's basically for meth.
Okay. Well, is he locked up out here?
In Oregon, no.
In Oregon. Where did you do your time? Out here or in Oregon?
I've been to prison in Oregon, and then I did a year here. But doing time here was like completely different. It was so hard and so ghetto.
What's worse, here or?
Oh, Oregon? Definitely here. Definitely here.
And why is that?
It's just hard. I mean, the prison's harder. There's like the girl, you know, it's just not. It's dirty. It's fucking dirty. It's like, I don't know. For me, it was hard because I didn't tell my family. I didn't tell anybody that I was there. And so I didn't have money or anything. I had to work in the kitchen. And like, I didn't have, in Oregon, I was always like spoiled. Like I had my parents, you know, everybody was putting money on my books, and I knew people there, and it was cleaner, and it was like not bad. So, but here I was like, I am getting off parole. I am never getting a charge again. And I did, you know, I did that. I got off parole and stuff. So my voice is like, ugh. Yeah. Can I get a drink? I need to take a drink. Can we be done with this now?
Well. Jennifer, right?
Jennifer, yes.
All right, Jennifer. Well, thank you for
Peace.
this interview. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yes, I'm okay with it.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer. Do you have a Cash App, a Facebook, any social media?
So yeah, I'm on social media. It's just under Jennifer Hershey. There's a Norwegian flag on my picture, on the one that's active on my account. My Cash App is $Hershey Jennifer 9966. And yeah, that's it.